Friends, due to the advancement of technology, scientists nowadays are constantly exploring new planets, and many of these planets are similar to Earth in various ways. Not only that, scientists have also discovered planets where liquid water oceans could exist, and there's a possibility of finding life forms there as well. We are talking about a planet named Proxima b, which is part of a triple star system. A triple star system means that just like we have one star in our solar system, this system has 3 stars. Scientists suggest that this Earth-like planet might harbor bacterial life. In today's video, we will be discussing precisely this topic, so make sure to watch the video till the end. You are watching Space Science Today. The Alpha Centauri star system is located 4.37 light-years away from our solar system, meaning that even if you were to attempt to travel at the speed of light, it would still take you 4.37 years to reach there. This star system consists of 3 stars named Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri b, and Alpha Centauri c. Alpha Centauri c is also known by the scientific name Proxima Centauri. This is because it is the closest star to our Sun, and proximity means closeness. These 3 stars orbit around each other, earning them the title of a triple star system. Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri b orbit around each other at a distance of 23 astronomical units, which is a reasonably close distance on the cosmic scale. For reference, I can tell you that the distance from the Sun to Neptune is about 19.8 astronomical units. For those who don't know what an astronomical unit is, let me explain that it is considered to be the distance equal to the distance between the Sun and the Earth. Scientists use this unit because it helps them visualize distances in their minds. Alpha Centauri is a quite large star and is even more massive than our Sun. It appears with a slightly yellowish color in space. Its mass is also greater than that of our Sun. Following that is Alpha Centauri b. This star's brightness is half that of our Sun, and its mass is also less than our Sun's. The color of this star is a light orange and red shade. The 3rd star, namely Proxima Centauri, has both mass and size significantly smaller than our Sun. In fact, it's a red dwarf star, and you can see its representation on your screen to understand just how much smaller it is compared to our Sun. Its surface temperature is also quite low, at only 2,725 degrees Celsius. This star is the closest to our Sun, and its distance from our solar system is approximately 4.25 light-years. Slowly, but steadily, it is getting even closer to our Sun. Scientists believe that within the next 27,000 years, it will be at a mere 3 light-years away from us. The brightness of this star is much lower, and if we compare it to our Sun, its brightness is only about 0.17% of the Sun's brightness. This star is located a bit farther away from Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri b, orbiting them at a distance of 13,000 astronomical units. It takes nearly 500,000 years for these 2 stars to come closest to each other, and that's when they are at a distance of around 4,300 astronomical units apart. Scientists suspect that Proxima Centauri wasn't originally part of this star system. It was likely captured by the gravitational force of Alpha Centauri and has been orbiting them since. Although not a primary component of this triple star system, this star is quite intriguing to us humans. This is because scientists have discovered an exceptionally unique planet in its vicinity. In the year 2016, NASA scientists discovered a planet near the Proxima Centauri star, naming it Proxima b. This planet was found using a scientific method called radial velocity. Scientists explain that Proxima b and Earth are almost identical, which makes it a very interesting planet. Through scientific observations, it has been determined that the densities of these 2 planets are remarkably similar. Proxima b's mass is only about 1.3 times greater than Earth's, and its radius is just about 1.1 times larger. Such close similarities between 2 planets from entirely different groups in space are exceedingly rare. Scientists also suggest that Proxima b could be a rocky planet much like Earth, meaning its surface could be composed of rocky terrain. This planet orbits its stars at a distance of just 0.05 astronomical units, which is incredibly close, yet this doesn't necessarily mean that the planet is excessively hot. This is due to the fact that its star is relatively calm and doesn't release excessive heat and light. That's why, even though it's so close, Proxima b receives only about 60% of the heat and light that Earth receives from our Sun. This planet is also situated in its star's habitable zone, also known as the Goldilocks zone. If you're unfamiliar with the term habitable zone, it refers to an area around a star where liquid water can exist in all three of its forms. Not only that, the radiation, heat, and light from the star that reaches this zone are all in perfect balance. According to scientific data, if any protein-based life exists on a planet, it will likely always be within the habitable zone of its star. Surprisingly, Earth is also located in the Sun's habitable zone, which is why we can observe life here. If our Earth were positioned where Mars is, perhaps the development of life as we know it might not have been possible due to Mars' significantly colder temperatures. Despite the perfect conditions, it still seems quite challenging for life to exist on Proxima b. This is because the Proxima Centauri star emits powerful solar flares into space, which could easily obliterate the planet. However, scientists point out that similar events also occurred during Earth's early history. Our Sun also used to shower Earth with dangerous solar flares, yet life managed to thrive here and even evolve into complex forms. Perhaps a similar scenario could unfold on Proxima b as well. Scientists also speculate that there might already be extraterrestrial beings present, living underground on this planet to protect themselves from the radiation emitted by their star. Just as on Earth, there are numerous life forms that have developed different mechanisms to shield themselves from harmful radiation and heat from the sun. A prime example of such life forms is coral polyps. These reddish-colored creatures found in the ocean produce fluorescent proteins that help block excessive sunlight. Possibly through these proteins they are able to counteract the harmful effects of radiation and light. It's possible that similar life forms could exist in the oceans of Proxima b. Scientists explain that the temperature on Proxima b could range from -40 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which means that water could exist in both liquid and solid forms. If this is indeed the case, then humans might have the potential to establish settlements here in the future. Scientists are actively searching for such planets in the hope of finding future habitable homes for humans. It's quite astonishing that even the closest star to our solar system could potentially harbor a planet where human colonies could thrive. European Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, a colossal observatory measuring 128 feet, about 39 meters, in length, is being used by scientists to test various theories related to Proxima b. This telescope has the capability to provide clear and detailed views of distant objects. However, even if Proxima b were declared a planet suitable for human habitation, the journey to establish colonies there would still be a complex and time-consuming endeavor. Firstly, we don't currently possess any technology that could make such lengthy space travel possible. If we were to use our regular spacecraft, it would take us approximately 165,000 years to reach there, and by that time, countless generations would have passed. Packing all the necessary supplies like food and oxygen for such a long journey into a small spacecraft is practically impossible. Even if we were to attempt this journey using the fastest spacecraft humans have created so far, it would still take over 6,000 years to reach there. It's worth noting that the fastest spacecraft built by humans, the Parker Solar Probe, was designed to study the outermost atmospheric layer of the Sun, known as the corona. Gradually, we are accumulating more and more information about these planets. Roughly within the next decade, we might have clearer information to determine whether these planets are suitable for human habitation or not. That's about it for now. If you found this information interesting, feel free to like. And what are your thoughts, dear friends? Do you believe there's life beyond our solar system? And if so, what might it be like? Please do share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you.